What's up, boys and girls, Captain Squirrels, Third Eye Shooter, and this is another episode of Giraffe and a G-String. And to my right, I have my homeboy and my brother, Champ.
Thank you for having
Without
me.
further ado, I know I already told you his name, but please feel free to give them the introduction which you need.
Boys and girls, this is Champ. Father, foremost, brother, son. I am just one like everyone else.
I like that. One with everyone else. So today we're taking things on Giraffe and a G-String and we're just downshifting them. We're just taking them, downshifting them. We were just talking briefly off camera, and I think today's episode and installment is going to be about living and learning, the trials and error of experience, life, love, business, and just day-to-day interactions, and what you learn from different experiences and different perspectives. If you're able to take your shoe out of your sneaker and go, you know what, let me see the part of it. Not even to an agreement of, hey, you're right, but now let me just see your train of thought. Let me see where you're coming from, because even in conversation or discourse, there still needs to be some level of agreement, like, yo, we're gonna be cordial. We're gonna come to an agreement to peacefully disagree.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's easy for us just to do this, right? But I think it takes a real caliber of human being, because I don't think it's, oh, you're not a man up.
Yeah.
I think expression comes in multiple forms, and sometimes this is so much more powerful than these.
Always.
Because sometimes these are necessary. Sometimes you gotta knock some sense into a motherfucker, but at the same time, I think being able to explain, like, yo, listen, this is where you fucked up. I'm not gonna do it in front of people because I'm not trying to embarrass you.
Mm-hmm.
But yo, this is what you did wrong, and this is why if we gonna maintain friendships and the way I operate as a human being, yeah.
It takes more of a man to do that than to punch you in the face. Honestly.
So I'm gonna throw the clip up, but I sent you a video, and I think that's what really started the living and learning from experience of the four dudes on two scooters jumping out and robbing the niggas in the barbershop.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
we both kind of looked at it, and I watched it a couple more times, and I was like, those niggas definitely been there, right? Because if you peep, they go in and run to one particular barber. So you know he has motion, which means you got him. So the best barber in your block, you rob.
Right. It's not premeditated. It sounds premeditated. It's not a coincidence they go to the one with the motion.
They didn't even rob the nigga in the front. He showed him, he took out his wallet, he was like, listen, I got nothing in the iPhone. Usually a nigga want to take at least an iPhone. Nope, there's like, we getting that guy.
Yeah.
We're getting that guy, buddy.
Yeah. I saw that video a couple of times too, and I hated it. One, just I hate to see someone else tear down. I'm fine with corporations being robbed. Let me start there.
Tyler Durden, Fight Club.
You know what I mean? Walmart, Target, do your thing. Home Depot, wherever it is. But when you take like they did, when they take from a person like themselves, those are people of color harming another brother, and it just it bothers me, like that mindset and the hunger. It's put it the energy that they're putting it could be put towards something like maybe, hey, let me sweep the shop for you, yo, like. Maybe you want to teach. Maybe I want to learn how to cut hair. You know what I mean?
I want to ask you a question now, please. So what I want to ask you was, do you ever feel like mentalities are limited by the people around you or even yourself?
Yes and no. It's easy to become a product of your environment, and I think that's a cheap out. I think that's a cheap excuse. Because I grew up in the fucking hood, and I mean, I look hood, I could speak hood, I could act hood if I want to, but I don't deem it necessary to have to articulate myself in that manner,
Okay, so this is a follow-up question. See, this is why I have people on my goddamn show, and it's just not me chit-chatting you guys, because see, just like me, I got all my tattoos here, and I wanted people to look at me and immediately come to a conclusion without even speaking to me. And why I asked you to come on the podcast is because I wanted people to look at you, and just like when you first met all those years ago, I was like, yo, the tattoos on your face, I love them, but people don't see the education, the thought, and the process behind you and your internal growth to become, I'm more than just the tattoos in my skin. I'm more than just the things I've done. Because if we've only live on the things we've done, that means we live in the past. And what we are doing currently no longer matters because you're only looking at a track record and not what I'm writing or the picture I'm painting on
Surface level. Surface level.
So that you see, he did it. The fucking segue, surface level. Do you ever feel like we, when I say we, I mean let's say black, brown. Do you think there are pockets of culture who self-impose a mindset of not growth because it's cool?
Yes, and it's easier. Yes, and it's easier. It takes obviously it takes a lot more just willpower and fucking brain to think for yourself. It's easy when someone is telling you what to think. When you think for yourself, you question yourself, you challenge yourself. You say, who am I really? What am I around? Like, am I really this? Or am I just going with the flow and it just being distracted?
I agree with that wholeheartedly. And I agree with that wholeheartedly because in a time of today, that was something else you said when you were saying, going a different route instead of robbing, why not sweep? I think, or I feel, and I know for a fact actually,
Mm-hmm.
in modern day time, the youth live through that vicariously through what happens on the internet.
Oh yeah, my God.
So I think there's a level of, I need to be congratulated by my peers for the accolades I immediately do versus you knowing as a man, I stood on my toe and I did this. And I think, what's good, brother? And I think, yeah, we're outside. We're outside. We're outside. We're outside. I can't show you, but if you know.
We're outside, not on the internet, but we will be on the internet soon.
We outside.
We outside right
and we
now.
on the internet. So my question to you is this. Have you ever found that in different like pockets, or let's say in a professional field, people will look at you and go, oh, you know what the fuck he's doing.
Oh.
And then when you not only succeed, but you're super efficient and your productivity is off the charts, they go, do you ever come across people who be like, you know, either A, I fucked up, or will be like, you know what, you got it.
Mm-hmm. It's mostly yeah, you got it. It's always that. Oh man, that's why I love these tattoos now. I have the element of surprise now, motherfucker. They see me, they think, oh, dumb felon, street ignorant motherfucker doesn't know a damn thing.
He's definitely gonna raid those stock rooms.
Yeah, you know, they don't know. I got a house. I bought a house at 23 during the pandemic. Mm-hmm. You know, I have 2 cars. These are just material things, but they don't know that the small accomplishments that most people don't have yet at this age, or just haven't in general for themselves. You know, no one would assume that. No one would assume that I got full custody of my son in the state of New York, which is almost fucking impossible.
It's very that's how
with tattoos on my
that's how
fucking
real
face. It's impossible.
It really is difficult.
They don't think that things like that. So I love it. You know, the tattoos is like a armor for ignorance and surface level opinionated people, and people like that I don't need to, God bless to everyone, but I don't need to have to share my energy with.
That's the repellent.
Yes.
The tattoos are stupid repellent because if you, again, so let me just bring this into connection where we're talking about oneness. Everyone has experiences, right? But if you allow solely your experiences to deem the entire world's truth, that's wrong.
Yes.
And I say that's wrong because, again, the experiences I have shouldn't curtail my expectations for the next person. So if I made bad choices with a friendship group I picked, it's not then Champ's responsibility to be that best outstanding friend. No, just friendships. Now, yes, everyone's 100% is different from that.
Yeah.
But I think there is a relative same baseline on what a friendship is. Mm-hmm. Now, yes, there then becomes yo, you really not friends, you're my acquaintance. We smoke bud together. That is it. I don't talk to you.
Acquaintances and family.
That's another thing. I think in today, words really aren't like respected. Like words matter. I come across a lot of people today who will say something, and when I go, you know what that means, right? And their definition isn't the actual definition, so I go, you're living a subjective truth based solely on your feelings. But then you project your feelings onto me and want me to acknowledge your feelings based on your experiences.
Right.
Instead of allowing everyone to have their own experiences and just taking it in. Now, yeah, you're going to come across people who are pieces of shit. You don't need to experience this. Like you just said, there's energy I don't need to divulge. So once you can immediately start finding the key markers of things that are triggers, red flags, and things that bother you, you can disassociate yourself. So like the tattoos being stupid people, I remember if you see someone with tattoos on their face, arm, hands, whatever, you judge them solely based on what you think or what you perceive people with tattoos to be, you're closing off not only an entire group of people, but you're limiting yourself on experiences.
Hindering yourself dramatically.
Hindering. Greatly, because again, not only have I known him for years, but people have known him for years. And the one thing I loved about being who I am and being who you are is that one person will say he's fantastic, and the total polar opposite will be he's a terrible person. Then you go, why? And they have no experience with it. They just have what they think. Have you ever had that? Like, you never met someone, you go, yo, and you bug up, why don't you like me? Nah, you just do X, Y, Z. You go,
oh my God. I mean,
I don't.
Some people hate, and some people just don't like you for the silliest things, man. And it comes back to oneness, because like they just don't like themselves or something in them, you know. Like when you see someone just be unapologetically themselves, and like, you know, me and you are two different motherfuckers, you know. The same beast, but two different motherfuckers. And like, you know what I mean? I always loved your swag, and you always did your thing, and I always did my thing. You know what I mean? I as you can see, and you know, so when you know, like when people, like I said, people hate you for the silliest things, like a girl, a car, or just you just had you being you. Just some people were literally just not like you for you, and like because you just don't give a fuck of how anyone feels, and not say that in the most humble way, you know.
So what I was gonna say was, I almost lost track of mine. So and I knew that's it. But what I was saying was, what I think is so beautiful, and I think what the hate is that me and you being completely different, two different backgrounds, but me and you are still able to go into the same rooms and communicate with different types of people from different backgrounds. And like you said, it's the limitation of oneself, because it's only you that's going to stop you from getting in rooms. Mm-hmm. Now, what I mean by that is, again, how you carry yourself will dictate the length and longevity in your journey. Now, I want to switch gears. Champ recently, for the longest, and again, social media, love is greater than peace. We've been posting it more, and the reason why we're behind, where it's nothing but graffiti and bombing, is because we're gonna put some of the artwork and some of the pictures up. Yeah, we're gonna put some of the artwork up at the end, and even right now while we're talking. You've been on this journey of self-promotion and self-growth, coming from when me and you first shot. I think what was it, like back in 2017 in the park. And I think it was the black and white. Yeah, it's when I first got this. When you first got, dude, and I was just like, that's gnarly. And I was 18. And I did it because when I first met you and I saw it, and I was like, there's so much more to offer than what's on his face. Because again, don't judge a book by its cover, but then never. As you said, there are material things we all do to not only make ourselves feel better, but also we all want to have our own perceived self-worth and good look. Mm-hmm. And in that, I think, like you said, there's a vulnerability in being able to go, I get it, you don't like me, but instead of me meeting you with that hatred, disdain, and dislike for no apparent reason, I'm going to show you love. And that's why, like, when you call me, I was like, yo, can you pull up and shoot my cousin's art gallery? And I was like, no problem. I was like, no problem, because it's love is greater than peace. And it's not always about connection. Sometimes...
Shout out Hektad, my guy.
Hektad. We gonna put it up. His work is still on my page because it goes dumb. Dumb.
Yeah. Hektad is a sick motherfucker.
Also, let's shout him out. Hektad, He recently posted on his page that he's gonna be doing the peace emblem.
Yeah.
Yo, I fucking watch that.
Yeah,
we gonna throw that up, shout him out. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think in life it's better to be a giver than a receiver. Why? Because giving is the ultimate self-sacrifice and going before me, someone else. Because in truth, you never really know what someone else is going through, because we all have like you said, we all have a shield of armor we wear, because you never really
Everyone
know.
has baggage.
Yes, you never really know what someone's day is going like, how someone's perceiving it. Mindsets are different, and some things, some people just aren't as strong as the next. And love is greater than peace is a fucking great idea, a great movement. We need to get fucking t-shirts for it, because nigga,
Absolutely.
it's something else. Like it really is. It really is a full circle of the things we've done, what we've been through, the choices we've made. You go, you know what? Now that I'm back at the store, I can look back and go, once I go back around the world, or the time that you're, God grant you, like you said, to wake up, how can I be better than the next? And that's what you've been on with the hitting the gym every day, built by champ, love over hate. It's one of those things where it's like, to be greater than myself, and like you said, no disrespect, you're dad. You're creating a world for your son to take over and go, wow, this is what my dad stood on, and this is what he built.
Yeah.
That's I think that's what is the true definition of manhood, growth, development, and mindset shifts into not only positivity, but again, progression and development for, again, not just you, but for others. Because again,
absolutely,
you're not the only dad. There's other moms, there's other kids, and it's like my actions have ripple effects, and I think that's what. Fucking champ is in the fucking building. What are you doing? You dumb?
We outside.
We're literally outside. It's a beautiful day in the fucking neighborhood.
Kind of, it's too warm. It's alarming for my, for my comfort. But it's a blessed day.
It's literally like
it's November 17th and it's spring outside.
It's 60. It's 65.
Yeah.
We know we're gonna be done in a few. Okay, buddy.
Don't worry, bud. But yeah, the love versus hate thing. Oh, what's up, buddy? What's up, baby? I love you.
It's okay. So, as you were saying,
the love over hate thing.
Definitely.
It's such a simple message, but when you think about it, if you think about it.
What was the change? Like, when did you sit down and look at the things, like choices you made?
My son.
Okay, so that was where you're like, oh, shit, it's time to turn it up. But turn it up in again, because you were never bad. Like, even looking at you subjectively, there was never a badness. It was, everyone makes choices, everyone makes decisions. One second, guys. We're keeping this in there. I tell my brother I'm doing a podcast.
He wants to
He started this goddamn motorcycle.
Yeah. So we'll like put in some elevator music
we'll
or
put
something.
in some elevator music. We'll just bullshit. This could be how you feel? You smoking?
Yeah, we could do the smoking thing.
You feel comfortable smoking on camera?
Absolutely.
Sure, so we'll light one right here. No, and the reason why I was like, it would be, this is what would be the hilarious part.
Yeah.
If when I get home and I export this and I download it from my cloud, the audio's perfectly fine. It hears us great. We're just all front the camera smoking for 10 fucking minutes. There's no problem. Once that's done, because like I said, we'll be out. Like I said, I'll give you gas money. Because I don't know what you're doing with the day. And like I said, my brother's like me. He just says, like, come on, like, this W shit is fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, I'm great. I'm grateful that he invited me. The way he received that message was like beautiful.
Yeah, my brother don't fuck around, dude. Like, so me and him have had like our differences, but it really be family first, like
always, man.
So it's like one of those things. Yeah, like I said, there's situations that I think every family and every like brother, sister, cousin engaging, but I think it's we're both two, just like me, you're two separate men. Me and him are two totally different separate men. And at one point, me and him just made a decision that listen. I think it was when our dad died. That's what I think. Yeah. So 2017 came.
Trauma bond.
Yeah, like at the beginning of the year, dad passed away. Or no, at the end of the year. So beginning of the year, he called me, and me drove over to pick up my dad. And my dad could barely stand up. My dad was like 6'3", could barely stand. We took him to the hospital, and it was just cancer came out. Like it was like at that point it was.
What kind of cancer?
It started in his lungs, so it was lymphatic, and then it spread to his legs, and then from there it literally it just
ate up his body.
But that at the point was a fourth time. He had beaten cancer. Like
oh shit.
Yeah, so my dad was a warrior.
Sturdy,
Literally, he was
sturdy.
sturdy.
Yeah.
Dude, gangster. Like if anything, I'll have my brother come. The third time my dad was dealing with cancer on some gang shit, he would get chemo at Albert Einstein and then ride his bike home to Rochester. Nigga, what?
After chemo?
Gerald!
That's a strong man.
Yeah, our dad was
God bless. Rest in peace,
a
man.
problem.
What up?
Yo, what did daddy used to do after he got chemo the third time he had cancer?
What did he do?
Yeah. How would he get back home?
I think there was a truck, one of those buses that came together.
He did what was the other thing he did?
Right. He rode back and forth to chemo.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If I get, God forbid, if I end up with cancer, I'm not doing chemo. I'm not doing chemo.
Yeah.
You're not doing chemo?
Daddy faster.
It was that and so it was three things personally. The not eating.
And he didn't want to eat.
Yeah,
you
because
don't want to eat when you got that.
Exactly, the chemo nigga. That was the fourth time. When the beginning year we called this, that was the fourth time he had cancer. Because the other three he had beat or went to remission.
Yeah.
So that was the fourth time, and then it was, from what I remember, it was in the lungs, and then after that, it went to his leg. That's why they kept giving him biopsies. And then after that, he's like, I'm done. It just spread after that, and then he just started even more.
Yeah. So that shit was the worst shit. It's the worst. I don't know, son, but I just don't think I would do it. If I'm gonna die, man, God's gonna take me, I'm still going.
I respect that.
Yeah, because.
Die in peace.
But I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna go, but I won't be trying to get some of those fruits that they said you can drink and consume.
Yeah.
Even though that takes a longer time. What?
I would go the holistic route always.
See, that's the thing. I don't think it takes a longer time. I think that's the misinformation. Because think about it. Dr. CB, what was it, in 1999? In 1999,
Oh, you just turned it off?
won a suit against the Supreme
You went
Court
on by yourself?
that he had cured like HIV and a couple other diseases
Yeah,
because
man.
Lisa left at low priors, and I think he had like 9 to witness.
Yeah.
So he had a gaggle of
Only
people to
when
prove it.
Yeah.
you put the
But he didn't do that.
in the morning when it's cold. It
I
sounds
think,
good
like you
to me.
said, I think it was trauma bonding, but I think it was also a choice because
Right. I mean, of course, it's always a choice.
around the same time, it was like a lot of people died. It was like, it was my dad.
That shit is a good
And then
fight,
the next
son.
year, I
I
think
ain't
it was
gonna
like my
lie.
aunt Janice. Then when did Rock pass?
Maybe like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, Rock was his other brother. So me and him have the same dad. So Jonathan, Gerald, Jerry, Noni, Dara, we all share the same father, but we all have different mothers. Him and Rock shared the same mom. So me and Rock weren't like related, but when I got into the best shape of my life, it was because of Rock. So Rock was in the Navy, and one thing he said was, "There's a nigga in jail right now who'll kill to be in a position of the Navy." He was like, he'd kill to be a fat motherfucker, working and not doing shit. He goes, push-ups, pull-ups, dips, no more eating chips. Nigga, I was doing that for
Push-ups, pull-ups, dips, no more eating chips.
Nigga, that got me in the best shape of my life because it was one of those things where
That's the calisthenic trio. That's all you need.
that's all you need, and then you can manually
That
do
calisthenic.
squats,
And then we're
lunges.
big niggas, so that calisthenic, we get like
Calisthenics will
that.
fuck you up. So
Yeah,
it's your
boy.
own body weight plus gravity,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all controlled. Like, and I think that's one of the things too that has like
It builds a different fiber.
even
of
though
muscle.
I'm still fat and I still got body fat, like
Boy, you're strong.
I
I be in the gym with you. You're strong.
yeah.
don't sleep on you.
Yeah,
Don't sleep.
it just be me, like, yo, it just be me.
Like, motherfuckers won't sleep on me, but they'll sleep on you. That's the shit.
That's another
That's a thing.
perceived threat, like,
Yeah.
but this is the thing, Pete this, and I want you to be honest. You don't know me. Yo, I'm gonna beat you the fuck up, nigga. Pop me. No, but wait.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? How you?
I always said the joke, bro. You
Yo,
can't
nigga, what? Yo, nigga, I'm popping you, nigga. Word to everything, nigga.
Boom. Oh, that's the killer. That's
Yeah,
the killer.
okay. You're real tough. Do you have the cord? So when I hit you, your glass is string, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. So it's like, that's the thing that also has always made me laugh. Where it's like, people when I was really in shape, I didn't have titties. Niggas would be, yo, if I didn't know you, John, I'll shoot you. But now people go, oh, he's a punch nigga. I can still beat you the fuck up. What?
Probably even worse now.
What did you think? I got body weight behind it now.
Yeah, there's weight
Dumb.
behind that shit.
Oh, but
Yeah.
but I like those interactions, even when they're like passive aggressive. Like, that's another thing I realized about like modern day, and I say both genders, men and women. There's a lot of passive aggressive. I said, where like I know for me, you growing up, bro, I don't like you. Let's go over here. We're gonna shoot. We're gonna fight. Come out, and whatever happens, you dap it up. Now it's like, what happened to that? Now you wanna, like you said, go on the internet and talk about it? Nigga,
Yeah.
Everyone got everyone's phone number. Everyone literally got mutual friends. Everyone's Instagram, right? I can go on someone your page right now, and I guarantee you, he follows 3 of the same bitches I do, 1 card page, and 1 nigga I actually talk to. So it's like, how are we really beefing? And again,
yeah, right. If we were really beefing, we
Come
would see each other.
Nigga, we all go to the same gym. We all drive cars. We can stuff
That's
like
one thing too, but beefing within the same vicinity. I mean, something as all this time, but like,
crazy.
yeah, you know.
What's up, boys and girls, cats and squirrels? Your boy Third Eye Shooter. I know you're probably thinking, are there technical difficulties going on with this video? They're not. During this, let's say, 2-minute segment, I'm saying some really flagrant shit. So, me and Champ decided it's just best if I just put some funny clips in here. And you know what? I'm just going to show you guys maybe 2 seconds of what I say, and then you'll be like, oh, we get it now. Maybe in the future we'll have a Patreon or fucking OnlyFans where I just put all the unedited, disgusting words and filthy words that come out of my mouth out. But for right now, yeah. No. Nah. And I'm going to play it in 3, 2.
She has huge cities. I didn't want to say this, but I'll bring it up. I had someone call me a cisgender black male, and I was like, you could just call me a nigga. I would have much rather this person go, you're a nigger, R-E-R, not even nigger. I would have appreciated that. All right, listen, boys and girls, cats and squirrels.
We're back.
We're back. We're gonna pause it right here. Fucking Champ in a motherfucking building. I want you to do me a favor. Shout out your Instagrams, your handles you feel comfortable promoting.
Yeah, of course.
Pushing
Instagram
forward.
is yeahyoubuggin. What else I got? We got Built by Champ. Follow that if you want to get left in the gym, want to get fucking healthy. You know, shout out my boy Third Eye Shooter, of course. Thank you for having me, big bro.
Dude, it's a pleasure, truly. It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're lucky, you'll see this man's face again. I may have a co-host in this motherfucker.
Please.
We may have a new co-host in this.
Hell yeah, baby.